Great. I think we are live. Hello, everyone. This is Joe Rapp coming to you from Joe Rapp TV, doing Monero Mondays now. So, Monero Mondays are content day that I'm hoping to add into the calendar here. In today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about Monero, the difference between Monero and other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and how you can start buying Monero today on Kraken. So, what is Monero? What's the difference between Monero and Bitcoin? So, first, let's head over to the Monero website. You can go to getmonero.org. This is one of the main websites by the Monero community where you can get a lot of information. This is where I got a lot of my information when I first started with Monero. But what is Monero, though? Monero is it's one of the leading privacy-focused cryptocurrencies. Now, I'll get into some videos in the future on some of the technicals, but what you need to know is that Bitcoin is what's known as it's a public blockchain. What that means is that you're able to view any of the transactions that take place on the Bitcoin blockchain at any time. You can go to a special website called Block Explorer, and you can search for any Bitcoin address, and you can view all the transactions that have come into that wallet and have left that wallet. Now, that's important for us to have transparency of transactions on the blockchain, but it's not really good for privacy on the blockchain. And what I mean by that is, as long as you're able to identify a person behind a Bitcoin address, you can then search that address on the blockchain and view all the transactions that that person has ever managed for the lifetime of that wallet address. So Monero solves this by being a privacy-focused cryptocurrency. So the difference with Monero is that any transaction that you do on the Monero blockchain is masked, and also the addresses are masked. So unlike Bitcoin, you're not able to view who owns what wallet address, and you're not able to view the amount of Monero being sent back and forth from transactions. So this is good for privacy. And again, Monero is one of the leading privacy-focused cryptocurrencies in the market right now. And you'll see here, like I just discussed, it uses a special form of cryptography called ring signatures in more detail that are used to shield the sending and receiving addresses as well as the transaction amounts. Monero transactions are confidential and untraceable. So just like I had mentioned before, every Monero transaction that takes place is masked. So you cannot view the addresses that have sent Monero back and forth on the Monero blockchain, and you cannot view the amount that's sent back and forth. Now, there is some, the U.S. government and the IRS is actively looking to be able to crack the Monero blockchain code. I know the IRS had a bounty out for $625,000 a few months ago for any firm that could provide some type of tracing capabilities on the Monero blockchain. I think it's important for us to realize the importance of privacy, and especially with privacy in transactions. So, why would you want a privacy-focused cryptocurrency? Well, you would want a privacy-focused cryptocurrency if you were trying to keep your transactions private. And you might ask, well, who would want to do this? Well, companies would want to do this. Governments would want to do this. You, as a person who wants to keep your financial matters private, would want to do this. Think about it. If there was potential for any other person to monitor and track your spending habits, is that something that you would want? I know that that's something that most of these massive companies do not want. If you have a large company that has a lot of money, do they want to risk a competitor or another individual being able to track and trace how much money they have? Probably not. They'll probably want to keep this very private. Same thing with governments and nonprofits. governments and nonprofits have a lot of sensitive data, and their spending habits are a part of that sensitive data. So Monero is something that can be used, and has been used for these entities to keep their transactions private and safe. Monero's also got a pretty large community behind it. It's got a lot of developers that are backing it as a project, and it's looked at as the premier privacy-focused cryptocurrency. Okay, great. Now you can learn a lot more about Monero from the getmonero.org website. If you're a merchant or if you're a store owner, you can accept Monero on your online store. You can also, accept it in person as well. There's a lot of good information here. I'll have some videos coming out in the future with more of that in depth. Real quick, we'll head to the charts. Just look at the price of Monero. So the last all-time high, December of 2019, December 2017, was around $500. Monero is trading at $140 currently right now. But as we move into 2021, and as the geopolitical landscape starts to advance further, I believe there's going to be a large focus on privacy, especially privacy online. As many of you may or may not know, there are a lot of proposed laws in the United States and around the world that are attempting to remove encryption and privacy from the internet. And now that we're seeing cryptocurrencies being involved with countries like the United States and China and Russia, these governments are now attempting to remove encryption from a lot of companies that operate on the internet within their countries, and the goal is to ultimately be able to track and trace transactions. So, as we move forward through 2021, and as surveillance becomes, an increasingly more used tool within these countries, I'm expecting that a lot of these privacy-focused cryptocurrencies are going to become very important, and probably going to have a lot of attention on them. So, my expectation is that, Monero can definitely break through its last all-time high through this next bull run that we see within Bitcoin and the crypto market. And if private money becomes a popular thing, which it could. I mean, if you look at right now, the offshore bank accounts and the amount of money that's kept offshore for privacy reasons. So, this is something that we could see coming into the Monero and private cryptocurrency space over the next year or so. On Joe Rap TV, I actually have posted a tutorial on how to purchase Monero on Kraken. So if you come to the Learn section, you head down to Monero, you'll find all the posts on Monero. And you'll see this one post here I have, how to buy Monero with Kraken. And this guide walks you through all the steps to purchase Monero on Kraken Exchange in the United States. So if you are a U.S. resident, it is perfectly legal to purchase Monero within the United States. Kraken is a U.S. based or an international cryptocurrency exchange, but it's very well respected here in the U.S. and you can trust it to purchase Monero on. So if you want to learn more about how to purchase Monero on Kraken, please go to Joe Rap TV and head to the Learn section, and then you can find the drop down for Monero on there. All right, great, everyone. So that's going to be it for tonight. I wanted to just jump on, again, Monero Mondays are something I'm going to try to pick up here. As the crypto space continues to evolve and advance, I'm going to try to post more content going forward. There's a lot of new and exciting things coming out in this industry. I'll start digging into, I'll start digging into more content other than just the how to buy, the what is Bitcoin, what is Monero. There's a lot of really cool, innovative things happening in this space. And it doesn't matter who you are or what your background is. There's a way for you to get involved and you to benefit one way or another. So, more to come on that. If you liked what you saw here tonight, please share this post with someone who might want to learn. And if you want to subscribe to my channel to get updates as more of my content comes out going forward, you can find the link in the description and head over to joeraptv.com. Type in your email and you get email updates sent right to your mailbox. All right, everyone, thank you so much. Take care. I hope you have a wonderful night, and I'll see you soon.